Energy release. I'm back, and this is episode 2 of the Thank You Next series. Before I get into your reading, I just want to give a shout out to lovely crew member Mariam. Thank you for gifting me these beautiful earrings. And lovely crew member Caroline. Thank you for this amazingly gorgeous bathrobe. Thank you for contributing to the aesthetics of this channel. I treasure you guys so much. Now let's get into your reading. Hey crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very happy to be back. And I'm also really glad that I'm able to continue the Thank You Next series. In today's episode, we will be exploring your next date. If in the first episode of the series, we met your divine masculine, and hopefully I am able to inspire you to manifest a fresh romantic partner in your life. In this episode, I'm going to get into the details of how your next romantic encounter with this divine masculine will play out. So keep in mind, core energy, divine masculine energy doesn't necessarily need to fully represent a real person. I mean, we all know that people can be both low vibrational and high vibrational, and even people that are on the spiritual path sometimes have their good days and sometimes have their bad days. I just aim to give you a sort of godlike image that you can identify your next romantic partner with. And the whole fun of this series is that if you watched episode 1, you can see whether you chose the same type of godlike image from the Gods and Titans Oracle that you chose in the first episode. Now, this video is not really meant to be necessarily enjoyed as part of the series. You can still click on it and enjoy it as a sort of your next romantic date forecast, but it's so much more fun if you watch it as part of the Thank You Next series. The Thank You Next series is a series in which I help you manifest your next romantic encounter. So keep in mind, this is not about the current person in your energy or the person on your mind. This is not an ex or a past lover. I noticed a lot of the comments in the previous video were about, oh, this person I've been thinking of, oh, you've described him exactly. This is not about the current individual you are infatuated with. I aim to give you guys a fresh restart in love, and also to inspire you to tap into your manifestation abilities a little bit, because I've been noticing a slump in the collective's capacity to believe in manifestation. And you know, I mean, no judgment here, guys. We're all in this together. We're going through some pretty difficult energetic readjustments at the moment, and Saturn being in the sign of the collective in Aquarius, it's really limiting our capacity to truly interact with each other from that same place of loving acceptance and unconditional tolerance and, you know, just joy and freedom. So we need to put a bit more work into this, okay? I aim to inspire you with this series. I hope that you will enjoy it. Let me introduce to you the options that I have here for you today. So you have a choice of 6 different crystals, and behind each of these crystals lies the Gods and Titan Oracle card that I hope you have selected in the first episode. No biggie if you choose a different god. That just means that you might need to train your intuition, or that your creative unconscious is actually manifesting 2 potential romantic partners. So great, you know, a woman should always have choices, and this series is specifically aimed at single heterosexual women, which comprise the majority of my viewership on this channel. I really wanted to give back something to you guys, to thank you for your comments, support, and love. So we have here for group 1, honey calcite. For group 2, we have Aragonite. It looks actually like a blooming cross. I love it. For group 3, we have green calcite, a rough form of green calcite. We also have here green jade. for group 4. For group 5, we have Sodalite, a really underrated, gorgeous stone. And for group 6, we have a red jasper. This crystal actually broke, but I managed to glue it back together. And it's just made even more special by the fact that it's a little bit broken, but yet beautiful and perfect at the same time. So maybe these are certain clues, the comments that I felt called to make regarding these crystals could give you certain clues regarding the person you might want to manifest. Take a moment now to reflect on which of these options pulls you in the most. As I said, feel free to choose more than one. You might want to manifest more than one romantic partner. You might want to have choices. A woman should always have choices. I do need to tell you before I jump into the reading that I will live shuffle from the Romantic Tarot, and I have here the Energy Oracle, the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle, and the Spellcasting Oracle. All of these decks are linked in the description box below if you would think about purchasing them for yourself. I also earn a small commission through the Amazon affiliate program, and also in the description box right underneath this video, you have a number of links that take you to my e-shop if you want to request a personal tarot reading with me or a birth chart report. I offer those. Or if you want to purchase my twin flame novel, The Storyteller, that's also a beautiful option, and I hope that you will enjoy it. You can also have a look at my other channel, Spiritual Soulscapes, where I upload meditations and chill read with me sessions. Lots of goodies. Follow me on Instagram as well at ms_bontemps. And please make sure, guys, that you never take into account people that are pretending to be me, fake spam accounts that ask you for a personal reading through WhatsApp. I only ever book readings through a specific email that you can find on my eShop websites page. So let's get to it. Hey group 1, welcome to the Thank You Next series. This video can be enjoyed as part of the series I'm creating for you or on its own as a self-standing PickACard reading regarding the topic of your next date. The fun part is that if you watch it as part of a series, you can see if you chose the correct divine masculine and to see whether you can train your intuition. When I say correct, I just mean the person that you chose with your intuition in the first PickACard reading. So let's find out what are the details of your next romantic encounter. I'm going to live shuffle some cards from the Romantic Tarot. In the meantime, feel free to explore the links in the description box below. Okay, well, that was quicker than I imagined. So we have here the Emperor. We also have the Death card, Scorpio energy, Aries energy coming through. We have the Three of Wands. And also, let's see what oracle cards you got. We have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. For a second, I wanted to say Michael. Maybe this person's name will be Michael. Maybe you guys work with the protection of Archangel Michael. Oh, okay, I'm already getting so many images. We have bravery. We also have a strength. No wonder with the Emperor there and the Death card. Oof, mama. And then we have lighten your load. Okay, I'm trying not to go there. My dirty mind is already kind of slipping to the side of this interpretation. Somebody might light a load or just relief, find some sort of relief. Okay, but I'm getting that this might not be, okay, it might not be sexual. It could just be something related to bowel movements. I'm just gonna say it and leave it there. I see very clearly that you will have a very luxurious first date. This person will spend big money on you. They will take you to one of the fanciest restaurants in your city. They might even take you to one of those restaurants where they cook with gold foils. And, you know, they, as a consequence, they overcharge the price of a burger or of a salad because they put some gold on it. But anyway, it's going to be an affair to remember. That's actually what I'm picking up on. Why did I think of that? There's also the name of a movie, An Affair to Remember. Maybe you should go and watch that. There might be some further clues regarding the energy of this next romantic encounter when you watch that movie. You guys know I work with music and movies and cultural references as they come to me. So the Emperor, this is going to be a very authoritarian guy. He's going to pay for the check. He's going to decide what you guys will be doing on the date. He might even pull up the car or a limo in front of your house and invite you in. This is a guy that leaves nothing to chance. The Emperor is a master planner. So this person is going to call you. They will tell you the details of your date. You will know in advance what you guys will be doing, and you need to dress accordingly, because this guy likes it when you make him look good. And as a consequence, he will also be dressed to the aces. Okay, so this is a guy that will pull out all the stops. They will have like really well-made, elegant clothes. They don't necessarily have to be designer labeled. I think that this person prizes good material, good tailoring above seeing Chanel or Gucci as a label on their suit. This is a person that is so wealthy that they try to hide it by coming across as more modest than their means. You know, this sometimes happens with the 1%. There is a feeling here that this individual is going to connect you, or that you guys will meet up on a social dating site, maybe an exclusive social dating site, like maybe Elite Dating or something of this kind. And I have a feeling that it will be very private. The details of your encounter will be kept secret. There is a sense of secrecy, privacy, other people around you kind of maintaining a sense of privacy. It could be that in certain cases, this person is a little bit known, maybe more than just a little bit known. Maybe they're a celebrity in your local community. We have here with the Death card, this is going to be a very intense but intimate encounter at the same time. This is Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is stealth, you know. This is the energy that is quite subtle but powerful. You never know when, you know, Scorpionic energy is gonna pack a punch, because most of the time it's a lot about a game of smoke and mirrors, a game of slow seduction, and then bam, intensity, you know, and then slow seduction again, and then bam, intensity. We have here the solar Mars, Aries, and the dark Mars, Scorpio. You guys know that traditionally the ruler of both of these astrological signs has been Mars, but then we discovered Pluto, and Pluto became the ruler of Scorpio. So this is about tiny things that pack a punch, powerful revelations. This person could tell you something that is a little bit taboo. They might confess to you. I mean, Scorpios love to share secrets with their romantic interests. It's also a way to test people out, whether you can keep a secret, whether I can trust you. So I have a feeling that this person will take the same approach over a candlelit dinner in a very exclusivist, wealthy restaurant. I'm getting this kind of Baroque decorations, you know. This person might lean over and just tell you something that could be a little bit kinky, a little bit shocking, but it will titillate you. It will turn you on. It will make you feel like, ooh, oh, wow. I'm getting this ooh, ah, ooh kind of energy, yeah? So very interesting, quite forceful and controlling, but at the same time subtle and elegant, if that makes sense. It's like a person, it's like a massage therapist that knows exactly when to apply pressure on your body to give you a high quality massage, but at the same time, you know that if they generally touch on your sensitive energetic points in your body, they might murder you right there on the spot. So it's that kind of energy that I'm getting here. Now, not that you'll be murdered in any way, it's just a metaphor, guys. Femme? Maybe this person will appreciate it if you dress as a femme fatale. I have a feeling that the conversation between the two of you is gonna flow quite naturally, and then all of a sudden you guys are gonna trip over the words. You're gonna get a little bit hot under the collar. You might even start like getting a little bit sexual. I'm getting here with the Three of Wands. This talks about success, completion, and the Three of Wands in a romantic, slightly erotic reading talks about, well, the success of the physical satisfaction. And no wonder, because we also have this clarifying oracle card. I'm getting a sense that you guys will have sex on this date. I know it might sound crazy, but I just think that you guys are just gonna go with it. And it will be, I think, the food, the whole ambiance, you know, the sense of privacy and trust and like intimacy that is so quickly established between the two of you. That's why I feel like I was tripping over my words, even though I was in a really beautiful flow. I feel like you guys will talk, and then all of a sudden you won't even realize when you're like passionately tonguing each other Oh, I tried to keep this, not 18 plus, but yeah, okay, these things come through and I need to actually tell you what I see here. So yeah, I feel like you guys are just gonna hit it, right off the bat. There will be that instant, intense attraction, that eye-to-eye contact, that smoldering, come closer to me, that whole candlelit, wow, you look enchanting atmosphere. And I mean, look, this is a woman that is completely taken aback by all the attention that she's receiving, not from one or two individuals, but three men that are completely gobsmacked about her charms, right? So this person, I think, will really lay thick with the compliments as well. And I think that this person, very similar to a Scorpio, when they give you a compliment, it's not like a compliment like, oh, you're so pretty, oh, you're so smart, oh, how funny. They tell you something like so piercing and so intense that it completely like unlocks you. It's kind of difficult to put into words. I'm sure that those of you that had relationships with Scorpios and also with Aries, you understand what I'm talking about. It's like they mention something like something that they know about you without you having to tell them. It's because they're very good judges of character, most of them, the ones that don't rush to conclusions, but those that generally pay attention to nonverbal clues that you might be giving them. And maybe they can tell you something like, I can see that you've been working all week, you seem a little bit tired, let me take care of you, I know exactly how to do it, something like that. But even more intense than how I'm trying to sugarcoat it for you guys a little bit, because I'm really trying to keep this PG-13. So we have here Archangel Ariel, and Archangel Ariel is the lioness of God. Again, this is a sign of passion to me. Combined with the strength card and combined with the bravery, this individual is not going to hold back. If they want you, they're going to tell you that, instead of dessert, they'd rather eat you out. Oh God. Okay, sorry guys. But yeah, they might say provocative things like this just to see how you react. And because they would love to give you an emotional like reaction, they would love to kind of like provoke, but also they want to make you feel. That's basically the thing with this person. So it's not that they want to make you feel bad or uncomfortable, but they want to make you feel, and they will know exactly the moment in the conversation when to say something slightly outrageous, when to pull back and to be a little bit more detached, when to intervene with the funniest side, and when to be a bit more serious and smoldering and kind of holding down the conversation. This person has rhythm in the conversation and outside of the verbal exchanges, if you know what I mean. And I think that this person is very passionate. They might have a Leo moon. There could be some Leo energy about them, Leo Venus, Leo Mars to a certain extent, maybe Leo ascendant. So this is a really fiery combination. This person is really like, they like something and they go and get it, and they will make you know. You won't need a tarot reading after you go on a date with them. You will know exactly where you stand. If you disrespect them, they will clap back. If you play along with their witty, sexual flirtations, they will actually get you naked by the end of the night. It will just feel very fun. It will feel very hot. And I think you guys will really appreciate this person's bold, direct, brave approach, especially if you guys have more like placements that are more flexible, more adaptable, like Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo. You really will appreciate the person that just kind of takes charge and is confident and is brave and kind of demonstrates strength, but not like physical muscular strength, because that can be a bit of a turn off for people that are more sensitive sometimes. This is more about inner strength, a sense of confidence, a sense of, I know where my boundaries are, but at the same time, you're safe to play around, and we can get into these sexual innuendos because it's super exciting. And I feel like you need some rest, you need some fun, you need some romantic escapism and some sexual satisfaction. I do think that this person is going to deliver in more ways than one by the end of your date, okay? And I think like this might take place again in a very luxurious hotel room or in a very like beautiful place. I'm getting like opera details, Baroque environments, very kind of like those those really beautiful tea rooms in London or Russian tea rooms as well. I'm trying to think of pictorial kind of cues I could give you. Yeah, or also like a Viennese opera house, you know, or a dessert shop, a cake store, where they serve Sachertorte, you know, like in Vienna, for example. That kind of an opulent but also finely made kind of environment, you know. Wow, okay, so these are the details of your next date, your romantic encounter. And now, before you leave, don't leave, because I have your person. Do you want to know who you have chosen this time? Are you excited as I am? Okay. Wow, none other than Osiris. And it does make sense because the card that popped out is the Death and Rebirth Scorpio card, and Osiris is the Lord of the Underworld in Egyptian lore, but also the Lord of Fertility. Yeah? So Death and Rebirth, there you go. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me, if you want to explore all the other range of services I offer, all my details are linked in the description box right underneath this video. They're always there for you to access easily and to get in touch with me outside of the YouTube videos. See you in my next one. Ciao. Hey Group 2, welcome to the Thank You Next series. This video can be enjoyed as part of the series I'm creating for you or on its own as a self-standing pick-a-card reading regarding the topic of your next date. The fun part is that if you watch it as part of a series, you can see if you chose the correct divine masculine and to see whether you can train your intuition. When I say correct, I just mean the person that you chose with your intuition in the first pick a card reading. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this Aragonite crystal. This is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I love this specific crystal. When I selected it in the store, I was so drawn to the fact that it looks like a Christian cross, right? But also it has a cluster of what look like gem flowers blooming around it. So a very beautiful energy of somebody that is quite responsible yet anchored, somebody that is sensible and full of common sense, but at the same time a little bit romantic, you know, like a closeted romantic. So let's find out what are the details of your next date with this person. In the meanwhile, while I shuffle, feel free to check the links in the description box right underneath this video. Let's see. Okay, you're getting a lot of cards, but they pop up in a very random way. This could be a spontaneous encounter. You guys can decide maybe the moment you meet, or you could have an interaction online and you just think, okay, let's go to this place, let's do this thing. That's the first energy that I'm picking up on. And let's see as well from the Oracle decks. I forgot to pre-shuffle them for you, so I'm gonna have to shuffle them here. Yeah, it's a lot of spontaneous, on-the-go kind of energy. Let's make it up as we go along. Let's see. What is the energy? So we have here the Four of Cups. We have here the Page of Cups, the Four of Wands, ring-a-ding-ding. We also have here the Six of Swords, and we have here the Ace of Swords. Oof. This is gonna be a date where you guys will talk and talk and talk. If you guys are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius dominant, you are gonna love this encounter. I have a feeling, I don't know why, but some of you might take a trip to, I'm hearing Ellis Island, Coney Island. Coney Island? Does that exist? Anyway, so I'm just saying what I'm picking up on. I have a feeling that you guys will take a trip on a promontory. For those of you especially that live in cities that have a large river or are open to the ocean, are open to the sea, there is a feeling here that you guys will travel and have a date in which you guys will talk, will travel. Where are you guys going to travel? I'm picking up on such self-conscious energy. Some of you could be feeling a little bit tired or upset, or Like you're listening to this video and you're like, yeah, I don't believe in love anymore. What do you got for me? You know, I'm kind of feeling that kind of energy. Okay, Buttercup, let's see if we can raise up your energy a little bit. So I have a feeling you guys will decide spontaneously to travel to the beach, to travel to, I don't know, to take a walk on the bridges that cross over the river in your city, in your town. I have a feeling that if you don't live in an environment that is open to a body of water, that is landlocked, you might take a short trip with a car to explore that environment. I have a feeling one of you is going to say randomly, oh, I've always wanted to go to that place, or, oh, do you remember how people tie those love lockets on a bridge? Or for example, how they walk over a bridge and it's so romantic. Maybe some of you have been reading a book that involves a very romantic scene on a bridge and you just randomly mention it to the person you're interested in. And then all of a sudden that person will say, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. We have a beach in our city. We have bridges in our city. I can get you there with a car and we'll be there in like 30 minutes, 1 hour. And I have a feeling you guys are going to be like, yeah, sure. Okay, why not? Let's go. So you're going to try to reenact a favorite scene from a book or a movie or a play, and it will involve water and it will involve a trip either by car. You guys will either walk for a long time or you're going to take the subway. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so for those of you that live in New York, I think Coney Island is in New York, you might take a trip there. I think they have an amusement park as well, if I'm not mistaken, and a pier. Some of you that live maybe in Brighton, you might go to Brighton Pier, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and I'm getting some of you that live in Prague, for example, you might take walks across the bridges, or some of you that live in London or in Paris, you know, you might walk across the side of the Seine, the side of the Thames. So there is a feeling here that you guys, or you might take a boat trip. There is a feeling you'll do something water related. You guys could potentially be a combination of an earth sign falling in love with a water sign falling in love with an earth sign. But there is a feeling here that you guys also like to talk to each other, not so much about your feelings, but you like to talk about culture. You like to talk about the latest book you've been reading. You see that they are having this beautiful date in a library, and you know, there's a piano in front of them. So maybe you guys enjoy making music, listening to music. I have a feeling you guys, one of you is going to bring their headphones and you might share the headphones. So you might walk listening to a piece of music that really inspired you. And I have the feeling it's going to be mutual. This is not that kind of interaction where one person dominates the cultural tastes of the conversation, but it's like, I'll show you mine, you show me yours, you know? There is a feeling here of show and tell, right? And I think that you guys are also highly intelligent individuals. You could be working in academia, in the university environment. You could be writers, or you could be like vloggers or content creators, and you like to feel inspired. You like to freshen up your mind. You like to have your fingers plugged into a lot of different art and research sources, and you just like to amass facts. You like to absorb them. I think that you guys, you know, you're gonna feel such a beautiful kindred spirit energy with this individual. Like, you'll start talking to this person about your favorite scenes in movies or your favorite music, or you will share memories about, oh, my mom used to take me to the opera when I was little, or I used to go with my dad to see theater plays. And this person is gonna be like, me too, right? What are the chances of that? So I feel like you guys will have a lot of things in common, and it will feel very powerful, like you will flow into each other. And the more you talk to this person, the more comfortable you will feel, the more you'll discover that you have things in common, and the more that part of your brain that is concerned with marriage and compatibility will light up and will be like, ding, 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 ding. This person is like ticking a lot of things from my ideal lover list, you know? And yeah, you'll feel very giddy. I have a feeling that you guys won't kiss and you will certainly not make love, but I have a feeling that at the end of this date, you will hug. There's something very sweet about this encounter. It's almost as if there is a promise of more to come, but let's take it really slow, okay? And you both will feel a little bit giddy, like, wow, this person shares so many things in common with me. Finally, a person that gets me. I have a feeling that you guys are, if you're not full-blown introverts, you have introvert tendencies. You like stillness, you like quiet, you like to go to work to do your job and then come back home, and at home it's like you come alive. You listen to your favorite songs. Maybe some of you guys have a pet, or a cat especially, or an aquarium, and you like to just take care of things, and you don't live in a very loud and rambunctious kind of way. It's more of I like to explore my inner life, my inner rich world of imagination. You guys, I feel you share this in common with this person you're manifesting. You have this very beautiful energy of, I could just stare at the ceiling, and as I'm staring at the ceiling, there is this beautiful movie that I'm creating in my mind, or this gorgeous story with epic battles and epic love story that is taking place behind my mind, you know? You guys are full of imagination, very creative. So let's see the oracle cards that you got. The truth. So yeah, give me a second. We have elegance, beauty, of course, and we have strategy. Interesting. Yeah, so we have the quill, we have the sword. Some of you might discuss the movie Quills, which I think was about the life of Marquis de Sade, with Jeffrey Rush and Joaquin Phoenix. Maybe you guys saw this movie recently, or around the time when you will date this person, and I think it's a bit of an impactful movie, you know. Some things stick with you if you've seen it, if you're highly sensitive as well. I know it impressed me the first time I saw it. So maybe you will discuss with your person some of the scenes from that movie. It's a bit of a taboo breaker as well, the script and everything. So we have here the quill and the sword. There is a feeling here that you guys will say no to being sad, no to being locked up in your house. It's like, you know, this is a sword cutting a blue rose. So it's like, I'm done with being sad. I'm done with, I think some of you are also recovering from depression at the time when you'll date this person. And you're just gonna be very focused on the positive aspects of this experience. I'm sorry guys, my nose is running. Spirit is here and it's usually tickling my nose. This happens so frequently when I divinate. And I feel that with journaling here, you might go home and you might write about the date. It might inspire you. If you're a writer, you might find a lot of inspiration in that specific romantic encounter. I feel that both of you will dress very beautifully. You've got a keen eye for beauty. I feel that both of you are very attractive in a subdued, quiet way, you know, like not too flashy jewelry, not too much makeup. You're not the kind of people that like spray a lot of perfume and walk out of the house with a cloud of perfume around them. You know, it's all very subtle, you know, like just a bit on the pressure points, clothes that are not getting you to stand out. I don't think that you guys wear a lot of things with labels. I think that you're very either monochrome, or if you wear things that are multicolored, it's just maybe 2 colors at the same time. You're not trying to overkill somebody's senses. I have a feeling you guys are into sweaters, you're into homemade, home knitted things. Some of you could have a very unique sense of style. I think that some people would classify you as hipsters, but I just think that you're originals, you know? And I think here that you really appreciate a person that tells you the truth. I think that you guys laugh in a very sweet way each time a person drops the truth bomb in a conversation. And I think that you like to do that too in a very calm and quiet way. You just call things by what they are. You like calling yourself out. And I think that, you know, you will do this in a conversation with this romantic partner and they will mirror that back to you. And that's going to be what will make you laugh so much during this date, and what will put you instantly at ease with this person. Because the initial encounter, I feel you guys will be very nervous. You might be, you know, listening to music before encountering this person. You could be playing too much with your mobile phone. And once you meet this person, it's like gradually you guys will take a walk. Walking is really good to calm the nerves on a date. You know, I do it a lot. I take my dates on long walks, and sometimes they turn into marathons according to how comfortable that person makes me feel. So maybe I'm only sharing this from my personal experience because I feel that it could mirror some of your practices. Like you tend to speed up or slow down the walking depending on how comfortable the other person is making you feel, you know. So yeah, there is a feeling here that you express your feelings through your body. One of you is incredibly bodily intelligent and is able to process quite intense feelings through their body. I think that both of you are also great dancers. You move very beautifully, and that also makes you great lovers because you have a sense of pressure and rhythm and, yeah, motion, you know, between the sheets. Wow, okay, so a really low-key, very sweet, very a date that is packed with cultural details. You guys might even go to a thrift store, you might go to a bookshop, you might grab some coffee and continue walking. You might, you know, sarcastically or ironically recreate a famous love story scene. You know, if there is a ship involved, you guys might pretend that you're in Titanic together. I feel a lot of laughter, a lot of sweet fun, and the date will end with the promise of the best is yet to come. More is in the cards because you guys are just so compatible with each other. Wow, this is what I had for you. But before you go, my group 2, let's find out who is the divine counterpart that you've chosen in episode 1. Ganesha! This is so sweet because I was picking up on this modest, unassuming energy from your person, and Ganesha rules abundance. It's the obstacle breaker, the optimist, and I also see Ganesh as kind of presiding over cultural artifacts, over the memory of a nation. I don't know, that's my personal interpretation as I reflect on the nature of this god, but it's about kind of the reservoir of a lot of the cultural manifestations, the beautiful memories, the celebrations of a nation. And I think that this person that you're dating, I'm getting some strong water energy, but also earth energy. This could be a person with the moon in Cancer, Taurus sun, or Capricorn sun, or Capricorn ascendant, you know, very cultural, very sweet, intelligent, but also quietly sensual. It's not in your face kind of energy. Gorgeous. So that's what I had for you, group 2. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me, if you want to explore all the other range of services I offer, all my details are linked in the description box right underneath this video. They're always there for you to access easily and to get in touch with me outside of the YouTube videos. See you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, welcome to the Thank You Next series. This video can be enjoyed as part of the series I'm creating for you or on its own as a self-standing pick a card reading regarding the topic of your next date. The fun part is that if you watch it as part of a series, you can see if you chose the correct divine masculine and to see whether you can train your intuition. When I say correct, I just mean the person that you chose with your intuition in the first pick a card reading. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this green calcite stone. Let's find out the details of your next romantic encounter, your next date. So let's see, Spirit. As I'm shuffling the cards, have a look at the links in the description box below to give you something fun to do while I shuffle. Okay, your cards dropped on the table pretty quickly. So let's see, what do we have here? We have the 6 of Cups. A very orderly individual. We have Virgo, Hermit. And we also have the 10 of Cups. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh goodness, this is so cute. Let's see what the Oracle cards have to say. We have Archangel Raphael, 4th chakra. Very healing, a very healing individual. We have Gratitude. Tranquility. Oh. And we have Grieving. Okay, so this is going to be one of the softest dates you have been to. I have a feeling you guys could go to a cat cafe. You could go to a space that requires a lot of silence, stillness. You could even go to church on this date. I know it's a very unexpected thing to say, but this is the energy I'm getting. You might visit a temple. You might, maybe if conditions permit, you could take this person to some sort of place of worship. I have a feeling you guys could meet around a place of pilgrimage. There is a feeling here that you guys could be part of a spiritual community, or you might travel for some sort of retreat, and that's where you will meet your person. And the date is going to be included in the whole experience of you being on an island for some sort of treatments, because maybe you're trying to recover from a broken heart, from a traumatic episode that happened to you, and that person will be there. So you could go on a writer's retreat, on a yoga retreat, on some sort of healing retreat, or just on a holiday away from the cares of the world. This is strong 12th house energy, faraway trips. If you live, for example, in the north of America, you might travel to Australia or to Bali, some place where you just want to get away from all the cares of the world. And that's just one example. You could come from Russia and you might travel to the Caribbean, for example, you know, take it as it applies. But I see a faraway trip. I see that the date is not going to be something planned between you and this individual. It will form organically, and it will be mostly due to the fact that you will be together on this endeavor. It could also be for some of you that you meet this person while you are going on a holiday on a cruise ship, so you're kind of locked into that environment where you guys could go maybe to the sauna, maybe you could go to the ship's restaurant, maybe you could go to the ship's gym, or I don't know what else they have, the casino, I guess, to the ship's bar, the dance floor if they have something like that, or the events chamber. You could spend some time with this person, sunning yourself on a deck and talking in a very relaxed way. I think one of you will be reading the newspaper as this is happening and kind of checking in with you from time to time. There is a feeling with the Six of Cups here, you're doing something that is helping you deal with your emotional body, and it is in a very calm, celebratory, relaxed atmosphere. So definitely a sort of holiday getaway, a sort of retreat, kind of soothing energy, where you guys go specifically with the aim of healing, and then you also fall in love. You meet this person there because they too were drawn to that space for some tender loving care, some R&R, some rest and relaxation, away from the worries and the sorrows of their usual life. I have a feeling, I felt at the beginning that this is a very careful and organized individual, but it's not necessarily them. I'm getting the sense that because you are paying for a specific retreat or a holiday, or maybe even some spa days away from your work life, you are tied into a schedule. So you have like breakfast at 7 in the morning, then you have, I don't know, a shiatsu massage at 8, then at 9 you guys do some group therapy in a gorgeous environment, and at 2 you have lunch, and then you take a nap, and then you do ultrasound therapy, or there is a social on the deck of the ship if you guys, you know, adapt it to each of these circumstances. But I'm sure that if you guys looked at certain retreat offers or holiday offers, you know that there is a specific schedule usually that, you know, you pay for. It's included in the price. And I have a feeling that according to the circumstances of where you guys will meet, of course, a retreat is going to have a more regimented environment than a holiday, where you get the chance to be a bit more flexible. But nonetheless, there is a specific get up. I mean, even a ship, a cruise ship, has these certain docking cities where they stop. You know, one moment you are in, I don't know, Yemen, on the coast of Yemen, or in Abu Dhabi, and then on the other moment you are next to the Caribbean, you know. So there is a feeling here that you guys are gonna try to stick to this regime, and initially this daily routine, the order of the specific setup, is going to be the one that will facilitate the encounter between the two of you. And then I feel like you guys are gonna break apart from this retreat, from this you know, schedule, and you're gonna start having lots of fun being truant. So you're gonna have a lot of fun dodging the person that is supposed to keep everything orderly, like the manager or the person that is there on hand to portray order, you know. And I feel like you guys are gonna have so much fun. This is beautiful. It brings back memories, because I met my my ex-husband in such a situation, in a retreat in a country that we both found unfamiliar. So yeah, I think that this is a very beautiful way in which normally two individuals that would never get a chance to meet get to meet each other. You know, it's preordained. I also feel that even the timing when you guys will book the trip or the retreat, even the moment when you suddenly get the whim or the mood, that's it, I'm going on a holiday, block all my meetings, you know, that will be a God-given moment. You're ready to meet your counterpart, okay? So yeah, you know, pay attention to that mood, pay attention to what your intuition is trying to tell you. This person will bring you so much happiness. They will make you laugh. You will have fun. You guys are going to be very playful with each other. I feel like you're even going to try to pull pranks on certain people that you find annoying that will be on a holiday. You know, we all have one or two people that we can't stand in a group setting or in a retreat environment. There is somebody that usually irks you in the wrong way. That's usually a karmic teacher. And I feel like you guys could be a little bit mischievous and kind of like play with that person's note pen, or, you know, pop a balloon next to them or something like that. You know, something very small, a little bit childish, but at the same time, I feel like for the majority of you, it's been a really long time since you laughed with somebody, since you had fun. And I think that this applies as well to you if you're a more mature viewer. I know that I have a lot of beautiful mature viewers. Thank you so much for your viewership and for being here. And I think this applies for you too. I think especially this applies for you guys if you know, have been having a couple of years where you had to bravely shoulder some losses, and also you poured a lot of your energy into work and into the establishment of your career. Because the older we go, usually, you know, the more responsibilities we have. So a holiday, a retreat is very welcomed. So we have here as well tranquility and gratitude. So yeah, definitely this is the environment of, you know, going to a massage parlor, going to a Turkish bath, you know, inhaling beautiful essential oils as you guys are eating from a fruit buffet and somebody's kind of like using a palm leaf to, you know, to freshen you up a little bit, you know. I feel like you will create a beautiful oasis of escapism with this person. I feel like you will do a lot of fun games. You might play poker. You might go bowling with this person. You might watch a really cute old-fashioned classical movie together with this person in a small private cinema room. I feel like you will also exchange aphorisms. One of you has a passion for quotes, like you might really like inspirational quotes, and you might come up in conversations at specific moments with a quote, quote of the day, or you'll receive notifications on your phone or your email, and you're going to share them with this individual. And, you know, your romantic partner is going to notice that you will have moments when you're a little bit distracted, when you're tuning out. They're going to notice as well how you're trying to micromanage a little bit the connection, because I feel that some of you who are trying to recover from, you know, I'm hearing domestic abuse, intimate partner abuse, or you were just in a relationship with a manipulator, a narcissist, a person that gaslighted you. Some of you are working on breaking through codependent patterns inherited from the connection to your mother and your father. You're going to be a little bit not guarded, but you're going to keep this person in check. Like you're going to tell them, you know, you should know this about me, that I take certain medications to control my emotions, or that I'm in therapy at the moment, or the reason why I came to this holiday is because this and that happened to me. And I'm just getting a very beautiful energy that this person is going to be like, so what? I still like you, you know, I still want to get to know you. They're going to appreciate your honesty, but even if you didn't tell them, they would still appreciate you. There is a sense here of unconditional acceptance. I feel like this individual also has been struggling with something in their personal life. They've also been through a couple of rough moments, and they've developed that tolerance, you know, the tolerance of individuals that have extracted a lot of wisdom from life's challenges and life's pain. And as a consequence, they are increasingly open to people from all walks of life without judging them, without jumping to conclusions in order to defend themselves and to build up their ego. Just an individual that is very prone to listen, prone to accept you for who you are, prone to see the divine comedy in their defects and your defects, and how sometimes we inadvertently end up behaving like our mother and our father in our personal connections, even though we do a lot of intense inner work to try to overcome and break through that pattern. And there's something beautiful about that, about accepting that limit within ourselves and making peace with the past so that we can be more focused on the present. And I feel that this person is really going to understand your beautiful heart. They're going to help you transform from a period of loss and depression and feeling like your energy was just plummeted all the time. It's like you tried to get up in the morning and you try to push yourself to be optimistic, and it was a challenge. And that's one of the reasons why you went on this holiday, why you booked this retreat. And because you took care of yourself, because you prioritized your self-love and health and well-being, the universe is giving you a beautiful counterpart to help you a little bit with maintaining your levels of optimism on par. Because indeed, we are responsible for our own happiness, but that doesn't mean that we cannot enjoy and allow another person to make us laugh, to make us happy, right? It's all about sharing. Sharing and caring. So this is what I had for you for this beautiful date. I do want to show you, so please don't click away yet. I do want to show you the divine counterpart that you selected in the first episode of the series. Please don't feel bummed if this is somebody else. It just means that you might be manifesting two partners, or it could be that you might need to train a little bit your intuition to go maybe not by what your eyes see, but how the number feels, the number of your choice, or the energy of a specific pile that you might be choosing. So let's see. Oh, gorgeous. So this is my group as well. I remember I chose Eros in the first part. I really enjoy playing along with you guys, and I'm super happy when I see that you guys also mentioned that you're excited that you chose the same options as me. Oh, so fam. So Eros, love, this is the counterpart you might have chosen in group one. If so, congratulations, well done on that intuitive hit. If not, keep practicing, okay, my love? Intuition develops in time. You don't have to have everything mastered overnight. Great, so this is what I had for you, group 3. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me, if you want to explore all the other range of services I offer, all my details are linked in the description box right underneath this video. They're always there for you to access easily and to get in touch with me outside of the YouTube videos. See you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 4, welcome to the Thank You Next series. This video can be enjoyed as part of the series I'm creating for you, or on its own as a self-standing PickACard reading regarding the topic of your next date. The fun part is that if you watch it as part of a series, you can see if you chose the correct divine masculine and to see whether you can train your intuition. When I say correct, I just mean the person that you chose with your intuition in the first PickACard reading. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this green jade crystal. Let's find out the details of your next romantic encounter, your next date with the person you might have chosen in the Thank You Next episode 1. Let's find out. As I'm shuffling the romantic tarot live for you, have a look at the description box below. Check out the links that I have there. Wow, all of them dropped to the table. Beautiful. And let's see your oracle cards as well. I'm just gonna choose them in rapid fire succession from the oracle decks. It's interesting because I did the same for group 2. Some groups will have very unprepared situations, very unplanned dates, random, spontaneous encounters, which is great. So let's see. We have here the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It might represent you, or it might represent the anima, the feminine identification of this divine counterpart you are bringing into being. We have here as well the Two of Swords. A little bit of hesitation, a little bit of indecision. We have the Temperance card. So your next date could take place in a bar. It might involve alcohol. I'm also hearing like you guys might watch sports together. We have here the World. Yeah, definitely. Maybe an international setting. You could be drinking in a bar as you're traveling away from home, watching a game in the country in which you are holidaying in. And let's see the oracle cards as well. Friendship, okay. Well-being, yeah, definitely this is a trip. We also have here memory. Okay. We have generosity. And the storm warning. Wow, okay, super beautiful elements. Some of you already know that you will meet your twin flame or your higher order soulmate when there is a storm, or when there is a storm warning, when the weather, the environment kind of turns a little bit ominous and you feel that delightful energy, that electricity that is hanging up in the air right before the first thunder strikes and it starts pouring, right? There's a beautiful, beautiful energy when the weather turns all of a sudden so doom and gloomy, you know. I find it very romantic, it's very gothic, but I feel that you guys could resonate with this. You might enjoy this as well. I have a feeling that this storm might happen in an unexpected place. I see here some Greek columns, so maybe you're holidaying in Greece and all of a sudden there's a storm at sea that affects the shore, and you weren't expecting that because you came to Greece for sunlight and all of a sudden there's a storm. So it could apply to maybe the south of England as well, if you're holidaying in Cornwall. Maybe as well, I'm getting a sense that you guys could go to the tropics. There is a feeling here you might travel to Brazil. I think that for the majority of you, you will travel to a place that you call home, or to visit a friend that you are strongly connected to. You haven't seen this person in a while. You're trying to reconnect with your friend. And on the way towards that specific holiday spot, that specific country where your friend lives in, you will encounter your person, and your date or romantic encounter is not going to be something planned or scheduled. It will just develop on its own. It will be organic, and I feel that you might actually end up spending some time with this person. For some of you, I'm getting the energy of you're somewhere in an airport. Maybe your flight is delayed because of a storm warning, so you end up just hanging around in the airport lounge and you meet this individual and you strike up a conversation. I have a feeling that this person is coming from a different culture than you. I'm already feeling who this person could be. Okay, no. I kind of sneak peeked at the Divine Masculine Oracle card, which I'll show you at the end, because I was picking up on somebody's energy, but no, it wasn't that one that I was picking up on. I have to call myself out, guys, when my intuition is a little bit, you know? So we have here Temperance and the World. This talks about... I'm just realizing I made a mistake. Sorry, guys. This is the Judgment card, not the World, with the trumpet, the angel blowing the trumpet. Interesting. I'm getting a sense that this person might not be who they say that they are, or there could be a really funny mishap where you hear the name, somebody like a state official calls their name, and you associate that person with that specific name, and I feel that there's gonna be a blunder, something related to this person's identity that will be a little bit like, what? You either will find out that this person comes from a very renowned family, has a really interesting family name that means something completely different in your country, or there is something here where you believe that this person's name is, for example, Richard, but they're actually called Anthony, and you keep thinking of them as a Richard up until a certain point in the conversation when all of a sudden this person says, I'm Tony, and you're like, what? I thought you were Richard. There is something here. Yeah, I think the mistake that I made kind of points towards this sudden realization about the roots of this person, about this person's identity. For some of you, you're going to find out that this person has some extrasensorial abilities. They could be highly sensitive. For example, you might sit with them in the airport lounge. They might be talking to you. All of a sudden, they pick up, right, with their hearing, something that is being spoken in the room, like further away down. And you're like, what? Is this person clairaudient? What is happening here? How could they hear so far away? There's so much tumult. This person was also talking to me. So they might have these multitasking, extrasensorial abilities. They pick up on information from many different environments, and they could be, you know, constantly in an information overload. I'm getting a sense that this person will instantly be attracted to how you look. They will think you're very elegant, you're very beautiful, that there is something maternal, but also quite bossy about you. Whenever I think of the Queen of Pentacles, I think of my geography teacher that I had while growing up. She looked incredible. She had phenomenal legs. She was wearing these very elegant looking short skirts and with a suit, with a complete suit. And she was very flirtatious, fun, but she knew her limits. You know, she would never allow somebody to disrespect her. And even though she was dressed quite sexy for a teacher, she had this sense of dignity and respect. You respected her. You thought she was a cool lady. You know, growing up, we all thought she was a cool lady. And she even came to party with us at the prom. And always very beautifully dressed, you know, with a laughter on her face, very relaxed, but also very knowledgeable. And, you know, if you didn't know what you were talking about during the geography lesson, she wouldn't find it strange to just mark you down, you know, so you have to repeat the class or you have to pass the examination once more. So very beautiful, knower of limits and boundaries, but at the same time elegant and, you know, very womanly and very open and nourishing. So I feel that this is how you will come across to this person, you know. I'm getting a sense as well that there could be a sense of, a misunderstanding, a confusion, especially if you guys actually go and have lunch and some drinks. For some of you, this will take place in the city where you will meet your friend. I feel like your friend is going to take you out. You might go to see the game, you know, on a sports TV in a bar, and you will meet a friend of her friend, and that will be your romantic partner. For others of you that resonated more with the airport lounge situation, you could go have lunch with this person, and you might have some drinks as you're waiting for your flight to resume, for you to, you know, board the plane. And I have a feeling that this funny interaction that will happen, this kind of mishap that will take place regarding this person's name and identity, is going to be due to the fact that you guys are a little bit tipsy or under the influence when you're exchanging information about yourselves. So I do feel that you will start off as friends. This is not going to be an ultra romantic date, you know, mostly because it's unplanned. It's not the setup for that. I get a sense that this is just other people interfering with your situation, and it's very circumstantial. So as I said, your plane gets delayed. What am I gonna do? I have like 10 hours, 20 hours, God knows for how long you guys will be delayed. I hope that for not too long, but you will have a very fun counterpart to spend that time with, and it will all just be like, okay, let's just make our schedule as we see fit, you know, let's just wing this somehow. And in the other scenario where you go to visit a friend and you're in this new environment, in this new culture, I have a feeling that you'll be mostly focused on your friend because that's why you came, that's the person that you came to visit. But at the same time, you'll be taken aback and you'll really start to wonder. It's like, ooh, who is this individual? You know, with this energy, the wake-up call, the judgment, the awakening, it could even be a love at first sight or interest at first sight, you know, even friendship at first sight with this individual. I feel like you guys will click. You will click very easily. You might even order the same kind of drink, or you might even, if you guys are watching a game, you could be supporting the same kind of team, you know, and you might have your own peculiar reasons why you chose that team, but you guys will find that you have a lot of things in common. So this is really sweet. I actually really like this. I'm getting a strong How I Met Your Mother vibe. Maybe some of you really love that show, or this is this person's favorite show. It's kind of like, you know, when they meet up in the bar and they talk, and it's mostly like they sit across from a table. They sit across from each other on a table in that sitcom. So there is a feeling here that you guys might enjoy the same kind of interactions. You're all together at a table, you with your friend, this person with their friend, and you're talking. And as you guys are talking, sparks are flying, you know, and it's just this beautiful energy of, wow, are we on a date? What's happening? Why are we vibing so well, you know? And I'm getting a sense that this will happen in spite of the fact, oh, now I'm getting it. So the Two of Swords here is talking about the fact that there might be a language barrier. So this person could speak English, but their English could be a little bit broken. They might talk to their other people in the native tongue. So for example, let me just give you a case. I felt Brazil for some of you. So maybe you're going to see your friend in Brazil, and this person is a native Brazilian speaker. And from time to time, they might interrupt the conversation to look at you and translate, or to talk to you in English. But obviously, the flow of the conversation is gonna be quicker in their own native language. So I feel this is why the Two of Swords appeared here. There is this maybe mishap, this blunder, this misunderstandings that could happen while you guys are interacting with each other, because this person speaks a different language than you. They could come from a different culture than you as well. Yeah. Interesting. And I feel that in the other case, when you're in the airport lounge, it could be that this person, you know, speaks a different language, and because they might come from a different country. But I also feel that it will be a lot of shouting and a lot of like people eating and masticating next to you, you know, so a lot of these noises that are going to interfere with your capacity to have like a very intimate and romantic time. But nonetheless, it will be a fun time. So that's basically what I'm picking up on. This person can really relax you. This person will be a very good conversational partner. And I have a feeling that, yeah, there will be this romantic attraction that you guys will have. You'll try to keep yourself a little bit veiled, a little bit unknown. You see she's wearing a veil here. The Queen of Pentacles, as I said, she's sexy but also classy and knows her boundaries. So you see how she's kind of like pulling back a little bit, like, okay, I'm interested, but also I don't know if I can trust you. And I think the primary reason for this happening is the fact that you don't know if you're going to meet this person again. You will exchange numbers, and I think that a beautiful conversation will continue throughout the days in which you guys will be physically separate from each other. But, you know, I'm going to keep you a little bit in suspense because I don't know how this is going to end. I just see here right now the energy of the first date, which in your cases will be a circumstantial one created by the divine due to this weather mishap. So this is what I had for you, but before you click away, let me show you the divine counterpart, which I hope that you have chosen in the first episode. If not, don't trouble yourself. Choose another pile, practice your intuition, okay? So we have here the green man. So we have here Sebastian Stan. Whenever I see this card, it's just his face. I don't know what they did here, but it just speaks volumes to me about Sebastian Stan. So there is this feeling that this guy is a wealthy individual, a person that just is prosperous looking, very relaxed, very earthy, exuding a sense of confidence and tranquility. It's like you're going to want to snuggle up next to this person. They will instantly put you at ease and you will trust them, even though you might have your reservations. But I guess these are more related to the fact that you don't know how the relationship will continue. And I think that you are the group that kind of needs a certain indication of whether you can invest in this connection or not. We'll see how this relationship develops in the next episode. That's what I had for you. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me, if you want to explore all the other range of services I offer, all my details are linked in the description box right underneath this video. They're always there for you to access easily and to get in touch with me outside of the YouTube videos. See you in my next one. Ciao. Hey Group 5. Welcome to the Thank You Next series. This video can be enjoyed as part of the series I'm creating for you or on its own as a self-standing PickACard reading regarding the topic of your next date. The fun part is that if you watch it as part of a series, you can see if you chose the correct divine masculine and to see whether you can train your intuition. When I say correct, I just mean the person that you chose with your intuition in the first PickACard reading. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the Sodalite crystal. Let's find out the details of your next romantic date, your next romantic encounter with a person that I hope you have chosen in the first episode of this series, which you can find linked in the description box below and at the end where you see those hovering things at the end of the clip. So, the hovering clips at the end of the video. I have a feeling already I'm getting a very humorous individual. your cards just flew out of the deck. This is a spontaneous person, a person that is very much into, let's do it, let's have fun, let's meet up, I want to see you. This is a person that the moment they meet you, they're going to want to get your number and they will blow up your phone with messages. So if you're not the kind of individual that enjoys this treatment, choose a different pile, okay? I have 6 of them for you in this reading today. But I am telling you guys, for those of you that are here for this fun, spontaneous, flirtatious, communicative interaction, this is the person for you. We have here the 9 of Swords. This person could give you a little bit of a headache with how much they want to communicate with you, how much they want to interact with you. But at the same time, I feel like you really enjoy the attention because we have the Queen of Wands. For some reason, I very carefully looked at all of the cards for all the other piles, but with your group, I'm already interpreting and I jumped straight into the interpretation of the energy, even though I'm not aware of what the other cards are showing. So this can be a really impulsive connection, an impulsive first date. I think that you guys could quickly start kissing. You could quickly start making out. There is a feeling here of not even a momentum building, but like we feel it, we do it, you know? And I think it comes mutually from both of your sides. There might have been a feeling that I'm getting for some of you, between the moment when you first encounter this person and the date, the actual let's get together and get to know each other, there might be, as I said, this person blowing up your phone, but then maybe you decide to pull the plug a little bit. You decide to retreat because it's a bit too much and you're afraid that this person could be like catfishing you, or you're afraid that, you know, why are they coming on so strongly? Are they love bombing me? Are they some sort of narcissist, you know? So you're going to fall a little bit on this over analytical mindset. You're going to pull away a little bit, and this person might be afraid that they will lose you, you know, and there can be a potential miscommunication. And I strongly emphasize lose you because I feel that this person will experience it as an intense fright, a moment of, whoa, oh my God, no, I don't want to lose this person. Why is she not replying? So there is a feeling here that, and I'm saying she because the series is specifically aimed at single heterosexual people. I don't want you commenting down that why isn't this more diverse? I have specific readings for that, okay, my loves? They're coming. So we have here a situation where this person really, really wants you from the beginning. Like, you'll just feel the fire in their eyes. And also because you're pretty hot, okay? You know, objectively speaking, I'm getting a sense with the Queen of Wands here, you're spiritual, but you're hot at the same time. You know, you look very yummy, but at the same time, there's a feeling of you empower other people to be their best, to do their best. And I feel like this person is ultra falling under this influence that you have. They're picking up on it. I feel that they could be a fire sign themselves with a lot of air placements. So they basically don't understand why you should hesitate, why you shouldn't jump headfirst into a connection. That's a very fire sign way of starting a romance. We also have here the Page of Wands. Yeah, so we have the Queen and the Page, which kind of tells me that this person could be younger than you, okay? So part of this impulsivity might not only be related to the fact that they're a fire sign, fire dominant energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be prominent in their birth chart, but this is also the case that this individual is young. So, you know, they haven't had their heart broken that many times. I'm not saying that people that are young don't get their heart broken, don't get it twisted. I'm just saying that this individual specifically is a very fresh, young, bold energy that doesn't hold back because they haven't had that many rejections. They haven't had their heart broken to get them to find it more difficult to open up to new connections. So I feel that this person is just going to be like, what's the problem? Why are you not jumping headfirst into this connection like I am? Why are you sitting and thinking about whether this is a potential good alliance? I'm already here. I'm at your door with flowers. I want to see you naked. You know, let's do this. You know, I'm fired up. Come on. Yeah. I'm just getting a sense that this individual could also be a person that really likes to party, you know, they like to go out, they like to be sociable, they have a wide group of friends, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's not stigmatize people that like to party. There's a difference between people that like to party and harm other people because they're trying to run away from some deep trauma, and people that just genuinely like to have a good time, and they like to gather around with a group of friends and drink some beer and play some cards at the weekend, or they like to, I don't know, go out at the discotheque on the dance floor. Wow, I sound like I'm 90 years old. Did I just say discotheque? Okay, I don't know what is cool nowadays. Maybe silent disco. Yeah, there you go. That's something very Pluto and Sagittarius, silent disco. So we have here the Seven of Swords and the Friend. The Seven of Swords, yeah, this talks about you are a little bit circumspect. You're afraid that this individual could be blatantly lying to you about who they are. You might actually be accustomed with people that really take their time, or you might generally feel that trust is established slowly and in time, not by jumping headfirst into a connection. So you will be a little bit on guard. But let's see, will this be for good reason or not? No, this person is genuine, okay? It's just that they're younger, you know, they have this fired up energy. It's like, I see something I like, let's do it. And you're not accustomed to this, or you've fallen out of being accustomed with this kind of energy, because maybe you spend time either with the wrong people or with more mature individuals. Well, not really, because a young person can be mature as well. I don't want to like cast a stigmatizing label, but it's more like an individual that is more quiet, maybe people that really took their time to confess their love to you, and then now all of a sudden the universe is helping you manifest a love invitation, the Knight of Cups, from somebody that is overflowing not only with desire for you, but with love. This is an individual that truly trusts their heart. They truly wear their heart on their sleeve, and this for you could be like a unicorn. Like, really? This individual wears their heart on their sleeves? Really? It could be this easy? Really? We don't have to like sit and talk and overthink and really take our precious time with this connection, you know? This is just like wham, bam, thank you. Not necessarily from the point of view of how you guys will have the amorous encounter in the bed. This is more about the initial encounter. It's like, wow, I really like you. I want to be with you. Can we make this happen? This person has a very dog spirit energy. You know how a dog is more like, hey, how are you? Hey, pet me. Yes, let's play, you know. That's the kind of energy. And I'm getting that you are more of a cat person. You're a bit more like, I'm not sure. Please keep your paws away from me. Okay, ow. You know, you have a very strong enough limit, you know. So you give a person, you open up to a person, you give them the benefit of the doubt, but if they do something that is a little bit triggering or weird, you kind of pull the wall up, right? And this individual might benefit from this kind of behavior until you figure out that their intentions are actually quite pure and honest and open, and they're just really excited to be with you. Because guess what, Group 5? You really deserve somebody that is just blunt and open and honest and carries their heart on their sleeve and doesn't play mind games with you. The only downside to this is that if you are more, if you're older than this individual, you might need to coast through certain age differences between the two of you, you know? But if you're happy to embody the role of the mentor, the role of the more, the person with more experience, then go for it. Why not, you know? So we have here Justice, which talks about Libra energy. Boundaries, exactly what I was talking, unbelievable. We have here Patience and Friendship. You're gonna try to friend zone this individual, and I feel that they're gonna be so bummed out by that, but you're trying to teach them delayed gratification. You're trying to teach them emotional maturity, that even though a person says, I'm not gonna give all of myself to you, I want to first become friends with you and get to know if we can equally exchange in this personal connection. If there can be a partnership established where I can give to you and you give to me, I take from you, you take from me, then maybe then, yeah, okay, let's go for this, you know? But up until then, you guys are gonna try to put the brakes on this connection with this really passionate individual that has a lot of confidence, has a lot of optimism, stamina, but is also a little bit hot-headed and temperamental. So you're kind of trying to tame a little bit that wild beast within this individual, you know? Yeah, we have here indecision. Oh, you could be courted by more than one individual and at the same time. So this is why you're kind of like sitting on the fence. It's like, is this my best option? Whoa. Power move, group 5. Wow. Okay, let's see. Is there somebody else? Are you trying to manifest more options? Let's see. Is there somebody else, or what is this indecision regarding? It could just be related to the connection itself. Magician. I feel that you're just a little bit undecided whether you should manifest love in that specific moment in your life. Maybe you're watching the series right now and you're taking it all in, you're tweaking whatever you hear in this message today, because yes, you can do that. You're a powerful creator yourself. Yeah, so this is just the blueprint. Take whatever you hear in this reading today, tweak it to your heart's content, and manifest it. Okay, that's the intention which I'm creating this series. 1111 when I said that. Wow. So I have a feeling you are going to be a little bit on the defense regarding your own manifestation of this connection. So part of this moment of when you pull the brakes on this connection will be, have I really manifested this? Can I trust my own power? So in a way, not being able to trust the Page of Wands is also because you're doubting yourself. You're not trusting your own manifestation. You created this individual. You created this romantic encounter. You wanted a partner like this. Something in your soul wanted to be more free, more open, to feel a bit young again, you know, more liberated. But then you pull the brakes on this connection because you're not trusting your own manifestation. You're not sitting in your power. And I feel that you will have a slight moment of doubt, right? Patience, we have it here. You'll have a slight moment of doubt where you reflect on your boundaries. And this indecision, yeah, is going to help you understand not only that you actually have manifested somebody that has beautiful intentions with you, but also that it's just like you can stand in your power. You know, there's nothing to be afraid of. You can let go of the past, the wounding, the hurts, and truly step into your creator's energy. So I feel that this is going to be the crux of this connection, the turning point, where you are going to understand that it's not even about this individual and whether I can trust him or handle him or not. It's about, can I trust my own manifestations? Can I truly go with what I imagined for myself? Because you'll see that your creative visualization has paid off. Maybe you made a list of all this person's ideal qualities, and all of a sudden you meet this individual, and this individual is moving really quickly to take you out on a date, and things are progressing very fast as you feel like you want them to progress, but then you stop and you doubt. And it's okay. It's going to be just a lull in the whole relationship. I feel like you're going to pick your energy back up and you're going to be like, you know what? I deserve this. I deserve this. I created this. I deserve this. Let's do this. Let's have some fun, you know? So yeah, it's a beautiful energy. You're finally owning up to your power. You're stepping into the full force of your manifestation abilities with the Magician here. And you're also going to end up with a really fun counterpart. Somebody that will just get you to be more direct, more bold, more, you know, in the moment. Because some of you could have Libra energies prominent in your chart, the ascendant, the moon, the sun, the south node as well, the place of our comfort zone. And you might overthink things, you know, while at the same time manifesting them with the power of your own thoughts, because you are a very clear thinker. Yeah, so this is what I had for you in terms of the next date. I also have here your divine counterpart. Let me just unveil to you who this person is. So we have here Thor. Thor action. Yes, so you might have chosen Thor in the first episode. If not, don't beat yourself over this. You know, maybe you need to practice your intuition. Maybe you need to choose a different group. The stone might not have resonated fully with you. That's okay. Or maybe you're just manifesting two individuals. Hey. But Thor does have these beautiful qualities I described. This is an individual that is very open-hearted, can be a little bit foolish sometimes in the like kind of erroneous decisions that they make, but at the same time their heart is in the right place and they're very honorable, right? Whatever this individual says that they do, they actually do it, even though they might create mistakes or begin a chain of events that can be a little bit, you know, full of clumsy actions. But their heart is in the right place. So this is what I had for you, group 5. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me, if you want to explore all the other range of services I offer, all my details are linked in the description box right underneath this video. They're always there for you to access easily and to get in touch with me outside of the YouTube videos. See you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 6, welcome to the Thank You Next series. This video can be enjoyed as part of the series I'm creating for you or on its own as a self-standing pick a card reading regarding the topic of your next date. The fun part is that if you watch it as part of a series, you can see if you chose the correct divine masculine and to see whether you can train your intuition. When I say correct, I just mean the person that you chose with your intuition in the first pick a card reading. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this red jasper, beautiful stone of grounding. Whenever I see red stones, they instantly put me at ease. So I'm getting a sense that this is a person that can hold a space for you. They might even be very good at holding you. You know, you feel very safe in their arms. There is something deeply healing about the way that they touch you. Something that even sets your sanguine circulation through your body on fire again. You know, you start to feel increasingly warmer in their arms. So let's see. I'm gonna shuffle some cards from the Romantic Tarot regarding the details of your next romantic encounter. Oh, I feel like you guys will be very sleepy on the day. You might not even be in a mood for a romantic encounter. The cards dropped on the table very quickly. Thank you so much, Spirit. That means I've been doing the proper cleansing for this video if the messages are just popping out. So let's see what cards you got. We have the Knight of Pentacles, exactly the kind of earthy, sensual, secure, safe, a little bit controlling and dominant energy that I was picking up on. So this is a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn of the same age as you. No matter what age you are, this is the same aged individual. I also have here Seven of Wands. Yeah, a person that will not give up, super perseverant. Even if you jump into the arms of another person, they'll be like, hello, I was here first. I'm not giving up, okay? I'm determined, you will be mine. This is the kind of energy I'm seeing. And also the Ace of Wands. Yep. This person wants to begin or bring fresh energy into your life. I feel that this is a person that can really read people's auras or is just intuitively knowing what you might need at a given point in time. Like they feel when you are a little bit not interested, or they feel when your thoughts are wandering towards someone else. I think that this is an individual that can be quite possessive as well. So they might like to really get your attention the first time you see them, and then following on your date, they will do everything possible to just face you. So however they're sitting, they will have, you know, you facing them, so that it's like, maybe this person has read some psychology research. I know that a lot of earth sign individuals read manuals regarding how to date, you know, much like you would read a manual on proper social etiquette or dinner table etiquette. Earth signs really like to be prepared. They want to know that if I apply this set of rules, this is the outcome that I will get, and I will get married by this age, and I'll be able to have my first child by this age and my second child by this age, and then I can apply for that mortgage, and then I can extend my house, and then I can auction for those beautiful pieces of furniture. So this is kind of the earth sign mindset, you know, accounting for any potential risk, ensuring comfort, security, and stability, both material but also relational. And that's where they can come across as a little bit strange sometimes, because the earth signs, in spite of the fact that they can be quite reliable, loyal, open, you know, simple partners that don't like to complicate things, at the same time, when they live in their shadow self, they can be quite controlling, domineering, and iffy, you know, a bit emotionally immature. But I don't feel that this is the case with your individual. I'm just getting a sense that, on the contrary, this is an individual that many times has been placed in three-party situations and they had enough. It's like, no, the next partner I'll meet and fall in love with, you, will be somebody that I will stick to, and I will fight for this person. No matter who else comes in between us, I will defend my person. I will stand my ground. 7 of Wands. Yes, stand your ground. Don't give up. And it's upright. So yay. This is not a person that is going to back down. You know, I will not be put to the side. I will not be an option. I will be your main person, you know. And they will show you in physical ways how they will appreciate you. Oh my God, I'm getting... This is so strange, but I feel that this individual could really enjoy going out on dates with their partners, or they might just like going to furniture stores. I'm just getting for you guys a very interesting thing. 444, when I said this person might like to book one of these furniture stores after hours for an hour or two and do something really fun and unexpected in a furniture store. Like, I'm getting like rollerblading in IKEA at midnight, you know, when there's like a blizzard outside, and this person is like with you looking at all the furniture, and you guys are already making fun. It's like, when we will be married and we will have our grand amphitheater bedroom, this is what we will put in our small space. And it's funny, you know, because it's IKEA, so it's not really Baroque furniture, right? It's furniture that everybody can assemble themselves, and it's not that expensive. And some people also debate the quality of IKEA products. I personally really enjoy them. You know, I'm not born rich, so I really appreciate things that work and they don't cost a lot. And I also like Swedish designed things. But I feel that aside from just IKEA, I feel that this person could even take you like on a midnight tour of maybe a traditional furniture store or a factory that creates furniture. I don't know why I'm getting like such a strong energy that this person, you know, likes to feel things, likes to touch. This person is very tactile. Their love language could be touching. I'm already kind of feeling blocks to my capacity to speak, which tells me that this individual is not very communicative verbally. They might be this kind of individual that kind of grunts. Like The Witcher, for example. That's kind of like, you know, like from time to time, like you ask them something and they just go like That's their opinion on things, you know, or they might say something and it's very wise but succinct, you know. They don't like to sit around and chit chat. I feel that this individual values integrity, dignity, and stillness. They like an individual that is very demure, modest, unassuming. They like a person that dresses very well but not in a gaudy, flashy kind of style. An individual that, you know, can be a little bit soft-spoken and doesn't really put so much weight on moving around a lot or being ultra dynamic or talking their mind off, you know, regarding a specific thing that they recently read or discovered. So this individual might not appeal to communicative air signs like Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Maybe some of you that might have dominant air or water placements in your chart, but this is definitely an individual that could appeal to an earth dominant sign or water dominant sign. So depending on which fire elemental dominant placements. Oh my god, I'm saying dominant so often in this reading and I'm tripping over my words. Yeah, it's because this person, yeah, they can be quite dominant, okay? I'm just gonna say it, okay? This is an indication from spirit. And I don't know why I'm getting a little bit shy with this energy. Maybe they'll make you feel shy. They'll make you feel quite vulnerable, or as you guys will be interacting with each other during that date, you feel increasingly attracted to this individual. You might even start fantasizing as to how they look naked, and you know, you might imagine things, and all of a sudden the flashbacks of what you're imagining will actually superimpose on the reality at hand, and you'll be like, whoa, wait, it's just our first date. Why am I getting these images in my mind already, you know? This person has a bit of a kinky side, okay? I'm just gonna say it. They could be into dominant submissive interactions, okay? So be mindful of that. They could be quite brisk or quite stern all of a sudden, you know. The conversation was moving very politely, very nicely, and then woof, you know, 360 change of style. It's like they give you an order, or they tell you to do something or not do something, you know, and you're like, what? I have a feeling that you're gonna teach them to be a bit more flexible. But coming back to the meat of the meat, oh my god, what is happening here? This person could really enjoy eating meat, Like they might enjoy things that take a long time cooking, like beef bourguignon, or complicated dishes like beef Wellington. You know, you just need the right amount of precision to make the pastry as well, and to cook the beef to a specific tenderness and medium rare or rareness or whatever, all those different details. I don't know, I'm not a foodie, guys, so I'm really trying to pick up on this energy and translate it to you as best as I can. But yeah, I think that this is an individual that has kind of a lot of rules and limits around them. They really like to stick to their daily routine. That's, wow, strong gut reaction. And they might find it a little bit frustrating when something deviates from their routine, but that's the thing. They also like to break that routine from time to time. They like to do something that is spontaneous and out of the blue or ultra romantic. And that's the interesting nature that this person has, that, you know, you think you got them figured out, you think that they're boring or controlling or traditional or set in their ways, and then they do something completely romantic and completely sweet, like, you know, rollerblading in IKEA at midnight, you know, just the two of you and having fun, you know, naming the future of your children and decorating the rooms of your imaginary household, even though it's just your first date. So I get that this person could actually loosen up a little bit if they have a drink or two after a really good meal, or if they don't feel the pressure of having to work and to perform in front of their employees, I'm hearing. So this person could be a boss or could be on their way to becoming a boss. They could have a lot of responsibilities, even though they might be younger or the same age as you are. Yeah, but I feel this person lives with a lot of pressure, and they need to find ways to release it. And I feel like romance and the relationship with you will give them that capacity to just flow, to find some sort of romantic relief from their daily responsibility. Basically, being with you will be this person's holiday. 11/11 when I said that. So yeah, prepare to be an oasis for this person. Of course, you're not an oasis, you're a human being, but this person will kind of idealize you a little bit, okay? So yeah, be mindful of that. I feel that they will put you on a pedestal, and they will definitely want to wife you up, okay? They're in it for the long haul. You see here the garter that is usually placed underneath a bride's dress, right, on one of the legs. And it's kind of a symbol of taking it off and making love to your partner the first night. It's quite a romantic, old-fashioned thing, but nonetheless beautiful. So I think you guys have a penchant for tradition, have a penchant for old-fashioned things. You might even enjoy history, historical biographies. You might enjoy clothes and costumes from bygone eras, and this person will share this penchant for beauty. So please disregard the whole IKEA. If you don't enjoy IKEA, that's perfectly fine. I'm not advertising for them in any way. This person could also take you on a midnight tour through a store that sells secondhand furniture, like the beautiful niche boutique stores in Edinburgh, for example, in Scotland, or the ones in Glasgow as well. You know, you might find some really interesting furniture from the Victorian era, from the Edwardian era, and oh my god, I'm tripping over my words for some reason. It's because I've been speaking a lot in this PickACard reading as well, but I also feel this person's energy. They're not very vocal. This is not an individual that is really going to spend a lot of time talking to you, but you will feel love by the fact that they're always going to be there present with you, and also by the fact that they're just going to touch you. It's like they show affection through touch, through kisses. We also have here healing. So this is an individual that will bring a lot of healing for you, and it's like being with them on the first date is going to remind you why being in a romantic partnership is fun. Because maybe some of you have been through a couple of strange romantic partnerships, or maybe you haven't even had one, you know, and finally this is like a date, a fun thing that you do together with this person. So you give them this sense of fun and romantic possibility, romantic relief, and they give you this healing. They hold you, and the way in which they hold you, the way in which they embrace you. And I think that there will be a lot of embracing happening during your date. I don't think that much kissing. You guys could kiss, but I think there will be a lot of holding each other, you know, like hugging. It's so sweet. And especially if this date is going to take place on winter time. I did mention the blizzard earlier. Luck. I feel that around this person, you will feel very optimistic. You will feel like doors are opening left and right. I feel that this person also has a natural sense of authority about them. And when you guys will walk into a specific place, the doors will just open. People treat them with respect. And by consequence, because you are there too, at their side, they lavish you with the same kind of attention that this person is receiving. So if you had problems, you know, finding a place to eat in a fancy restaurant, or going to shop from a high-end store because they looked at you weirdly, or even booking places, like, you know, I feel that this person will actually book an entire place for the two of you, or might do an after hours kind of private, intimate event between the two of you in a space that is usually containing other people, you know, like I mentioned earlier with the IKEA event. But I feel like if you had any problems in the past booking such events, this person will be like very good at organizing, very good at booking these things, and naturally kind of doors are opening up for this person. I kind of see people just going to the side when this person walks into a room. And it's interesting because we have here the thinking woman and the woman holding a coin. This person will really appreciate the fact that you are earning your living through your intelligence. Some of you could be in university, you could be studying for a master's or a PhD or even a bachelor's, you know, if you're younger, or you're thinking of going to university. I have a feeling that you might be thinking about earning money through your own business, you know, starting up the paperwork to create your own business. And I feel that this person would really appreciate that you don't need to rely on their wealth in order to be wealthy yourself. And it's not to say that they won't share the wealth that they have with you, because I think this is a person that appreciates wealth. They like to have money, they like to save it, they like to use it and spend it on quality things. But I feel that you put them at ease, that you're not a person that just easily squanders their wealth or lives off a trust fund and doesn't understand financial responsibility. This person feels that they can trust you because of the fact that you had to study, you had to learn a skill to develop your mind, and you're earning a living based on your intelligence. You're a very good, savvy person, good with finances, good with business matters, good with service-based public relations. So this person would really appreciate that. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna make a very polite and warm and kind of a little bit intimidating couple together. This is what I'm getting for you, group 6. This is what I had for you as your first date. This was so much fun. Before you click away, I need to show you the divine masculine part. Maybe you chose this in your first group. We have here in the first group, maybe you chose this in the first PickACard reading. The first group. Maybe you guys watched group 1 as well. I'm picking up on so many different things at the same time. So we have here Maui, discovery, which is really interesting because this is a different energy to the one I described in the fun first episode. I am getting a sense that this person has two sides. I think that their Maui nature comes out. They're clumsy, very pure-hearted, rambunctious, temperamental, and passionate nature, adventurous nature even, comes out after this person has had a couple of drinks, because usually they are in this kind of stern demeanor, or they try to be as responsible as possible. Interesting mixture. Okay, let me know what you thought of this. This is what I had for you, group 6. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me, if you want to explore all the other range of services I offer, all my details are linked in the description box right underneath this video. They're always there for you to access easily and to get in touch with me outside of the YouTube videos. See you in my next one. Ciao.